Attention all creators and viewers. This is a public service announcement. There is currently a war going on, one that cannot be stopped by a single person. Furries and cameras all across the nation are already in flames as bullets fly, prisoners are taken, and more good men are lost each and every day. And it won't stop there. The war is spreading around the world very quickly. Today is November 10th, what people are calling National Hunting Day all across the globe. The day military game-trained reinforcements are said to arrive to help and defeat the furries. The cause for this war is unknown, but the rallying support on both sides is overwhelming. Who will win this war? It is yet undecided. Thank you. This is Jim from the Non-Biased News Network, reporting to you at your current time.
Rest in peace!
So yeah, if you haven't heard of Tik Tok, then consider yourself lucky. The app is full of good and bad things, but to be honest, it is much, much better than the horrors of Musical.ly. Well, to an extent.
Oh, you're with her now? Okay. I guess I'll just have to show you what you're missing.
Oh god. If I'm correct, the people at Tik Tok bought a Musical.ly or something? I don't know, I don't really care to look it up. And with this came the Musical.ly kids transferring over, but luckily that died out pretty quickly. Now there's new trends, memes, and all sorts of stuff, but that's not why we're here today. Today we're talking about a conflict that has lasted longer than America's war on terrorism. Literally. The term furry fandom was keyed in the 80s, but here it says most fans consider the origins of the furry fandom to be much earlier, going into the 60s. But I shit you not, this has actually been going on since before World War II. Just look. Look at this, like, oh my god. I actually had no idea it even stretched back that far. An entire century. Even so, the credit to the actual fandom is said to start in the 80s. As for my opinion on them, I really don't have a problem with them. If people want to make anthropomorphic animal characters, then go right ahead. I mean, Disney has been doing it since the 40s, so... But I do kind of think it's weird in certain ways. Like, these people are acting like animals. Disney always made animals like humans, but sometimes these people do the opposite. And now this isn't always the case, but nevertheless it's worth mentioning. I do also feel like there should be a line drawn when people start dressing up like it in real life. Like, I don't know, it's something about their huge disproportionate heads that kind of freak me out, man. Either ways, it's their life, so they can do whatever as long as they're not hurting. Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
Tripaloski, 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 Adidas Klasowski.
Anyways, I'm going to give this off back to Jim in the studio, and this video is going to get copyright claim, Jesus Christ. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're curious about what is happening in the war, well, we have luckily gained some clips from the soldiers and their experiences in battle, as well as the journalists that we have sent with them to gain some more knowledge on what is happening in the war. I wonder if this war is that people are joining up, whether or not they are in the military or want to be in the military. Anybody can join, and it seems that people are still joining to this day.
Sorry, Chief. You're not on the list. There's nothing I can do about it. Next. Whoa. Please, step right in.
Now, because we are the Non-Biased News Network, and we are one of the biggest corporations, we are neutral to both sides of the war, and we have journalists on both sides documenting every single move of every participant that has joined or has fired a single shot. Because of this, we have the exact same footage on a couple of videos, but we're going to play both right now for you. While the war is spreading out to places like Europe and Asia, international forces are trying to contain it within these United States. With that, hopefully they can get them surrounded and finally end the war once and for all.
Transport here, gamers! have been routed, comrade. We have taken many casualties about days round. It is time to rest. Next, we assault onwards towards Canada and eventually into United States.
Yes, man! We have arrived in Canada! One furry nest is already taken! More will come! Yes!
While the practice of containment is enacted by the international forces, the furries are making their way into Norway. A Norwegian soldier documented his prediction, and he was correct.
Hi, okay. Status update again. We have a problem. My predictions of the attacks on Norway are true. I have received numerous communications requesting reinforcements. I will send my men over there. I just need some more. Somebody please send some men over to me and we will all head to Norway. Okay.
The war has gotten so bad that civilians have evacuated their own homes, in which some of the battles have taken place. Here's some more documentation of the battles.
We've got a furry death squadron coming from the south side. Chief told us to swing around from the north and take him from there. Alright, let's move out, soldier.
So far, the documentation you have seen has occurred in the US. Here's an account of a fighter pilot from Great Britain.
HQ, this is Squadron Dildo. Do we have permission to proceed with the air raid? Over. This is HQ. You have permission to proceed with the air raid. Copy that. You heard him. Dive, dive, dive.
With the support from both sides, it's no surprise that nationalism has overtaken the people. Some have even attacked innocent civilians from the furry community. Reportedly, the gamers have been receiving messages from their own soldiers disguised as furries who have infiltrated furry bases. Sadly, they have not gotten any responses back from any of the soldiers who have entered.
Hello, fellow furries.
Don't worry, guys, it's just me. I'm going behind enemy lines, though. Just in case I get caught, I brought some backup. Wish me luck.
Civilian fear is so great that it can be compared to the Red Scare of the late 1940s and early 1950s. People across the globe are taking all sorts of precautions, making sure that their own animals aren't spies for the fandom. As good as the gamers are doing to hold back the takeover of the furries have put up a great amount of resistance against the gamers. But we've gotten news that they might have a secret weapon up their sleeve.
Gamers, we're losing this war. We need some backup. Oh my god. This will win us the war. Thank God. Yes.
One of the reasons the gamers may not be able to overtake the furries is because nobody knows much about these strange creatures. Their magic is confusing and no one knows how to stop or control it. Throughout history, war has always been romanticized. This war is no different. Many of the gamers have been taken prisoner by the furries. Some even tortured.
He can't get rid of me that easily. Who does that ungrateful little worm think he is? Does he, a little to the left, have any idea of who he's dealing with? How could he do this to me? Why?
I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll.
That being said, this only really happens to the rebellious group of furries. Nonetheless, certain gamer groups have done this too.
I'ma make you pump like that. Make you pump that. Make you pump like that. Make you pump that.
With all the evidence given, it is very hard to say who will win the war. The gamers are putting a very strong fight against the furries, but they have a very strong defense. November 10th has already passed us and the war is still raging on. Who knows how long it will last? Perhaps one day these two groups can settle their feud and make peace. Until that day comes, I will be here documenting every single step of the way. Thank you for watching. I am Jim, reporting from Non-Biased News Network. Have a great rest of your day.